Alright, sitting to the Gold Coast, day number 4. Sitting to the Gold Coast the wet way. Day 4 is a fairly strong prediction of rain, particularly as we get closer to the Gold Coast itself. It was meant to be around 20% chance this morning here in Tenterfield, but then a 90% chance of 10 to 15 mils on the Gold Coast, according to Willy Weather. So maybe wetter as we get closer, and looking at the radar this morning it was definitely showing it hanging around the Gold Coast area. So today is, we're going to hit the dirt for the first half, and then the second half is actually a lot more sealed roads, so yeah, it's probably work out nicely. Alright, let's do it.
Hey, I heard you want to leave this place where we grew up. This old town, just put it all behind.
And we're into the dirt.
It's hard when we were kids, so we could see and hear the water run. The river's gonna cry when you're gone.
I need to stop on the camera at some stage, but that means I've got to let go of the handlebars. It is pretty stunning. It sort of looks slipperier than it is. Like it looks like it should be really slippery, but it's not. It's not too bad. It's don't want that to be famous last words, but vision is my problem. I cannot see a thing. Should have gone with goggles. Good, it's not too bad. It's slippery, but
yeah, and the problem is, the further we get in,
the worse it gets.
the worse it gets, and there's no exit.
Yeah, okay.
It goes steeper and steeper and steeper, gets more clay, and there's no exit. It's 100 k's to the other end, and I can see it turn into a problem. If we get 70 k's in, and then it turns to slop, we're never going to get out. We can't get a car in then at that point. So whilst we've only done 20 k's, I'm just going to make the call to turn us around. It's going to be tar. We're going to go back to Tenterfield. We're going to have to go tar to Tabulum, which is where Dad's going to be. So it's a shame, because this is the most scenic road of the whole ride. Not today. So with this many people, it could be a drama. But yeah, let's get around while we can here. All right.
Yeah, safe call.
I'll let the experts. What? So you think it's bad as well?
Huh?
You've been that way before, yeah?
Yeah, look, it's amazing in the dry, but yeah.
Someone goes off or a bike breaks down.
Yeah, I'm the.
Yeah. That's the thing, right? The scenery's stunning, but you can't see it anyway.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Yeah, far out. It's gotten greasier. Just in that time we'll park there. It's a shame, but you know, it's a smart call. I think it'd be so hard as an operator, like as in Alex's position, to kind of make that call. Yeah, because it's disappointing. But at the same time, I think a lot of people would be actually kind of quite happy. That is adventure riding, and this is a part of it. You have to make calls, you have to make decisions. You know, you're not just driving down the freeway, you're adventure riding. So there are times when you need to turn back and make a decision, and you know, it takes a smart head to to make that call and go, you know what, this is going to be potentially dangerous. Plus, also, once we go down through this valley that gets steeper and steeper, we've got to get back out. If we get down there and can't get back out, then we're really stuffed. Adventure riding is all about risk management and how you manage that balance, that fine balance between doing an adventure and being adventurous and being safe. At the end of the day, I think all of us just want to be able to get home at the end. We're not out to risk it for the biscuit. It's not a race. The outcome that we're after is to enjoy ourselves. So that does mean that on occasions you have to make the hard decision to skip a bit. Still, it was 4 days. We'll still get to the Gold Coast and we'll still be able to enjoy the trip, but we're going to get there safely. So it's a very good call. The goggles were a good call. I just put the goggles on at that stop and can see much clearer now. No fog. Here's the other thing too, like there's probably going to be a few people watching this video and thinking, 2020 hindsight, that it would have been fine. But you don't know that. And the thing is, you've got to make the call. Alex is making the call for 30 people, not for one person. He's not making the call as an individual, he's making the call as a leader. And to make a call as a leader, you've got to make the right decision for everyone and what's best for everyone. And best sometimes might mean that it's not what you want, but it's what you need. I think a lot of people would go, it's fine. Yeah, maybe on your own you could make that call, and maybe it would have been fine. But when you're making that call for 30 people, it's a very different situation. And therefore, I think it was, I don't think there's any other call you can make. It was really the only thing to do. It is getting worse, like the rain is getting heavier. It's only going to get worse. The closer we get to the Gold Coast, it's pretty bad. It's going to rain a lot. That'd probably be a scenic view if you could see it. My speedo, my odometer, 99,983, 16 kilometers out. Overtaking the truck and realised the odometer's sitting on 99,999, about to tick over any second now. Hit 100,000 k's. Just happens to be a nice fast zone. I need to focus on the road. There we go, 100,000 k's. Now you're old. Good old thing, you. What a beast. So impressed. You're not going to be able to hear me at the moment anyway, so I'll talk about this later, but God, I love this bike. Sign just back there said 34 kilometres of winding roads. Oh, fantastic. Just going to enjoy the corners. Corrugations in the sealed road. I think now you've got some elevation going on. I don't know if I caught that or not. Wallaby running across the road. dirt on this road than we would have got going the other way. The state of the road on the other side too. Oh, I may be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure I saw that the road back there was called Slaughter Gully Road. Imagine explaining that one whenever you had to write down your address. Where do you live? Slaughter Gully. Oh, okay. Sure. End road work. Are you sure? I've seen that a lot. Into the mist. Wow, stunning. This is one hell of a constellation prize. Constellation? Is that the right word? Consolation. I don't know. Second place. This is one hell of an alternative. Road work ahead. Sure hope it does. Well, that was one of the most stunning roads I have ever been on. Absolutely amazing. Doesn't need to be dirt to be great. You know, you set a plan, but the plan is dynamic, right? What happens on the day changes, and you got to be willing to roll with it. And on the surface, it may seem like that change of plan is not what you intended and not what you wanted, but then it just creates this whole new thing that you never, expected, and it just blows your mind. That's what adventure riding is all about. If we hadn't have made the decision to skip that last dirt section and go with the sealed section, we wouldn't have gone through that bit. We wouldn't have seen what is arguably the most beautiful road I have ever ridden on. And an amazing experience like that, like you just, stunning. That's what it's all about. Being flexible, being sort of fluid to the plan and what you do on the day versus what you plan. That's stunning. This has been a great final day. Look at that. Absolutely amazing. Urbanville. What a nice little town. Rain's coming in. Now if we did that dirt section and we dropped a few bikes and it took a little longer and slowed things down and so on, and then we hit this rain at the same time and try to get out of that valley and climb that hill, that would have been interesting. Wooden Bong. I love that name. Pretty sure we came in from a different direction last time. Yes, we did. We came in from the left. Interesting. This fuel station is open 24/7, and I actually noticed it was recently listed for sale if you're interested. Obviously, I am having a little bit of a dig at the name, and I'm assuming it's pronounced Woodenbong, but if someone can correct me in that, let me know in the comments. It's also known as Yowie Country, as there have been many apparent sightings over the years. The dairy and grazing town is a popular spot for road and adventure riders, being the western end of the Summerland Way, which goes over Mount Lindsay, only 10 kilometres from the Queensland border, which this means that we're heading back towards the city. Brett has been having some issues with his reluctant KTM. Will it start?
What a KTM.
Goggles. Forgot I had my goggles on. Realised as I took off, I realised my goggles weren't on my helmet. So I don't know where I dropped them. Dropped them somewhere, but I need to catch back up. So I'm hoping that I've simply forgotten that I put them in my bag. I don't think I did. I think I thought about, I remember thinking about not using them for this last bit. They're not on my helmet. Actually, they're around my neck. No. I think they're gone. Anyway, doesn't matter. Unless someone picked them up. Hopefully someone picked them up for me, but now I just need to catch up. Alright, 9.2 kilometres to the Queensland border. I marked it out as a waypoint this time so I wouldn't miss it. Now my visor's all fogged up and I wish I had my goggles. Can't see it. I know the border's coming up, but I can't see. 5.4k, so 5k's out for me. Go. Crossing the border now. There we are. Now in Queensland. Alright. Let's get to the Gold Coast.
go past and another one in front of me. I swear, this bit of road, same thing as last year, it's like Grand Theft Auto. Like, you get to a section and then suddenly these cars and vehicles start spawning. It's like they come from nowhere. Like, there was no trucks, and then suddenly there's a truck, there's 2 trucks, there's 3 trucks. It's like, where'd they come from? Legend. God, what a road. What a road. Still squirming around. Just out into the daylight again. So weird. Looks like we're gonna get one last drenching just for the fun of it. Hell of a lot of rain on that hill over there. Just do up the wet weather gear. Here we go. It was getting a little warm actually, so cool things off a bit. See the finish line. Big heights. 13 kilometers. Just need to climb that mountain. It's actually up in the clouds. Well, what an event this has been. Spectacular yet again. Yeah, all things considered with the weather, it's been amazing. It's certainly made it different. Certainly made it a more dynamic event, that's for sure. Legend. Thank you, mate. I think day 2's river crossings were something exceptional. I think, again, a tough call to make to proceed. Alex has made calls to proceed, he's made calls to amend and adjust. Yeah, we'd passed the first river crossing and, we needed to cross the second one to continue. And otherwise you'd have to go back through that other one anyway. Chatting with a few people last night, everyone said the same highlight. I said, what was your highlight? And it was all the river crossing. Getting in together and working together to get all the bikes across. While I stood there and filmed it. Sorry. When I saw Matt going underwater with the DRZ, I was actually having connection problems with my drone. I'm trying to concentrate on 10 things at once. The weather certainly made it complex, certainly made it more challenging, more tiring, more effort. That's directly relatable to then how the relief on the other end of it, when you finally get there, the sense of accomplishment, is directly relatable to how challenging it was. While the weather did, put a dampener on things, if you'll allow that pun, it made it what it was, and it made it eventful. That's for certain. Already excited for next year. See if I can convince my wife to come along next time. And Lockie, make it a family event. I hope everyone enjoyed it. I hope everyone had fun on this event. Everyone seems to be Plenty of smiles. Look at this. Spectacular. Now I just need to get it back home again. I've mapped out a route. Goes down some of the great roads. Heading back, so I'm not doing the Pacific Highway this time, although there will be parts of it that I'll touch on. There'll be one place that I'll go to that I missed last time. See if you can guess what that is. It should be sweet to go there this time. But also upcoming is the Outback Jack ride in July. Looking forward to that one. I have personally never been to the Outback, so I'm very much looking forward to that event. Hopefully we'll get some spectacular images there as well. Certainly places I've never been to. Isn't that a fitting finish to the event? Climbing up into the clouds to cross the finish line. Brilliant. Unfortunately, that does mean no spectacular drone shots to finish off this time. And it's way too windy by the looks too. And here we are. One last person.
Finish her off. End of your trip.
Not yet. End of the planned trip.
Ah, there they are.
Oh, you found them.
And melted on there? No.
No, they're still good.
That's where I normally leave it.
Because you saw me take off back. That's what I was looking. I thought, fuck, they're gone. Because I went.
I wonder why you stopped so soon. Well, you have to make the pack, mate. You're not going to get shit.
Yeah. I couldn't see them on the ground. They still exist. That's hilarious. Just like that, off again already. Staying with the family on the Gold Coast. Last year I didn't really know the guys. Now that I do, I was kind of ashamed to leave and not spend the afternoon having a couple of drinks, looking at the view. Next year, there's always this nice feeling when you're sort of back on your own again. I guess that's the introvert in me looking forward to a few days of just being on my own and doing my own thing and